Okay, we're going live. Christine's going to check my audio. Good evening and welcome to the Arundel Camera Club hybrid meeting for Thursday, September 22nd. My name is John Milliker and I'm the club president for the 2022-2023 season. The Arundel Camera Club was founded in 1957 and exists to promote the arts, science, and education in all aspects and fields of photography. For more information about us, please visit www.arundelcameraclub.org. We are so excited to be finally meeting in person again, and I invite anyone that is located near Anne Arundel, near or in Anne Arundel County, Maryland, to please visit us. We're at the Severna Park Baptist Church, located at 506 Benfield Road, Severna Park, Maryland. Before we get into our contest for tonight, do we have any new members? I saw some new members. This gentleman back here, Christine's going to bring a microphone around to you. I would like to have you introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Mark Siegel. I just moved into the area. I'm a Nikon shooter, and I've been shooting since I was about 12, so I'm not very good at it yet, so just
I have a hard time believing that. Do we have anybody else that's new?
Yeah. I was hoping to avoid this. My name is Ray Lyon. I've actually been a member for about 8 months, but have not really participated. I live in the area and I'm retired.
Okay.
I've been taking pictures for about 20 years.
Okay. Have you guys filled out our membership forms? Perfect. So you're getting our emails and everything. So you're all hooked in. Perfect. Glad to have you guys here. Our upcoming schedule is as follows. Next week is our tabletop night. Please let Christine know if you can help us out by bringing some lighting setups, maybe a light box, maybe some cool doodads to photograph. We will not be live streaming that because that's just going to be a really weird nightmare of trying to get everything and anything going on that night. But we are going to put an effort in trying to make sure that everyone that attends next week tries to place and share as much information on our Facebook group as possible. That way we can get our virtual members into the fun. In 2 weeks, we have a photo walk in Annapolis. Mike has generously said that he would lead this, and we'll let you know when and where to meet. We haven't had a photo walk in a long time, but having something now before the sun goes down, it's going to be a really good time. And then in 3 weeks, we have our online digital contest with the theme of still life. Christine had a great talk last week. If you missed it, go back. It's on our YouTube page. It's on our Facebook page. She does a really deep dive into still life in Renaissance paintings and kind of where everything kind of came from anyway. I highly recommend you check that out. And then on the 20th, October 20th, it's a program by Andrew Hoff, Taking a Different Path, Why I Moved Beyond Landscape Photography. That looks really, really interesting. And then on Saturday, October 22nd, we have a field trip to Cunningham Falls State Park. And I'm guessing a fantastic field trip team will make sure to get some information out about that. Okay, we'll make sure Ed does. You both are. You both are a good team. We're lucky to have you. Do we have any officer announcements before we move on? Jackie's going to grab the microphone.
Yes, if you are paying your dues, you wish to compete. Our next digital competition is October 6th. Your dues must be received by me by the 3rd of October. Thank you.
Perfect. Anything else? We have an announcement from Ron.
Just real quickly, this is, we're about 1 week out from the MPA photo contest deadline. So there you get each 2 slots free, and then 2 additional slots if you want to pay a couple dollars for each of those. Was it 10 for the extra 2? Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's almost a couple dollars anyway. All right, look forward to having a lot of representation there, and we have a lot of great prizes this year. Steve has worked quite hard to get some good ones.
Great. That will be coming out. It'll be on our Facebook group as well as going to our member emails. If you're not getting any of those, please reach out to Ron at the contest alias.
And make sure if you don't hear anything from me for a while, look in the junk mail. I end up in the junk dumpster quite often.
Oh, poor Ron. Okay, do we have any other announcements tonight? Mike, Ron, can you pass that microphone back to Mike?
Yeah, I have a image in an upcoming exhibit next Friday night at 6:30 at the Kentlands Photography Cafe. It's the Maryland Professional Photography Association, the best of their best for 2022.
Awesome. Congratulations. Keep us updated on that. Good luck, Mike. Do we have any other announcements? Chuck has an announcement real quick. Can we pass that back down to him?
Yeah, I'm doing some decluttering at home, and so for those in attendance tonight, I brought a stack of pre-cut mats. Some of them have 10 by 15 openings, and others 11 by 17. Free to takers.
Perfect. Very generous. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you so much. Tonight we have a fantastic contest. This is the first contest in over 2 years. I'm so excited about it. I know our contest team is as well. And let me introduce you to our contest chair, Ron Piper, to introduce our judge for tonight and get us started. You want to come up here, Ron?
Sure. I think you may recognize our judge this evening. Roz Cleffman has been with us. Roz, what do you think, about a dozen times or say over the years? So she knows us really well, and if you wanted a brand new judge, you'll have to come back next week. We'll have somebody different then. But in the meantime, but Roz has always been really good. We've enjoyed the fact that she takes time to really talk through her reaction to it and to give you some hints on how to take it to the next level. Roz, if you don't know, she's with the Bowie Crofton Club, and you're not president there this year, right? You did it for like you did it for like 200 years. 22 years, yeah. So, but she's very active, fortunately for us, with MPA, and she's been very helpful with the judging committee and some of the other things over the years. She's there at every meeting representing. So we're very happy to have you here, Roz, tonight. So thank you so much, and we hope we'll have something useful and entertaining for you.
Is that me? I'll apologize ahead of time for the mask, but I have this cough. It is not COVID. I've tested twice, but I didn't want to spread anything around in the event that I might be contagious. I don't think I am, but you never know, right?
All right, as it looks right now by our counts, we do have 4 categories. We have enough photographs in each of those to compete. So we'll have novice color and novice monochrome, and we'll have unlimited color and unlimited monochrome. Our first, the way we'll do this, for those of us who forget, and I may have forgotten some of the details on how we did this about 2-3 years ago when we last did contests. Paul and Bob at the front are going to help us get things lined up. We're going to move the images through the light box and give Roz a few seconds to look at them and read the name of the image until we go through all of the one sweep through the entire time. And once we're done that, then we'll bring them back to the other side in the same order, send them back through again for her commentary. Now we're going to have to hold up 1 second here because we have one more entry. Yay! We were worried about not having enough entries, so we're happy to have you here. Okay, we're going to do both the monochromes first, and then we're going to do the unlimiteds last. So when Bob gets all set up here with his stacks, then we'll be all ready to go. And by the way, I can tap-toe and fill a little time. Bob and Paul both decided we're going to try to be really good and careful with the mats this time. So both of them have gloves, and they'll be keeping them nice and clean as we go this evening.
Ron, is there a way you can, while they do that, can you grab a print that might be in Unlimited and kind of explain? Do you want to explain once more the matting procedures while they're finalizing that?
Yeah, the pictures and the Okay, when this one comes back around, pretend like you're surprised that you hadn't seen it. So when we do the process, it'll be sitting in the box for Roz to take a look at. So when you put your mat together, make sure that you tape the photograph either to the mat on the back, the backboard, or to the back of the mat on the front. I usually like to use the backboard myself. Sometimes some of us will take and put a tape hinge here and here, so you can open it up, place the picture in place, put maybe 2 pieces of tape, one here and one here, in order to hold it in place in the frame. You don't need to put additional tape on the bottom, just on the top. One here, and it should hang nice and straight for you. If you tape it, too many pieces of tape, it starts to pucker. And I use, a lot of us use glue dots in the lower corner, here and here, to inside to close it up. And again, some people also use glue dots up here on the frame, on the mat rather, and that's fine too. But there's also something called linen hinge tape, which you can put up here and use that to create a little hinge. Just flip up and you can reuse the mat. One of the important things is we need to know who did the picture and what the title is and so on. Yes, don't see it. Don't let Roz see that. So on the back, you'll put a label and you'll put your name, Unlimited, whatever, and the date and the title of the photo. All right, what did I miss? What's that? Arrow. All important arrow. If you put an arrow.
So you don't put it in there wrong like you had it.
Yes.
I'm sure the Bible
Yes.
will take care of it.
The arrow is very important. Anyway. All right. Anything else? Thank you, Chris.
We're ready.
Are you ready to go, Bob?
Yeah, we're ready.
You ready? Okay.
Am I live?
Oh, my.
Or am I dead? Testing? Good. Okay, can we dim the lights?
Tell us when we do.
Bob, how many do we have in the novice?
Novice color is 10.
10?
Novice mono is, oh no, we added 3, didn't we, to both? So that's 13. Novice color is 13. Novice mono is 12. So honorable mentions, 1 each.
Okay, so 13 color, did you say?
Novice color 13.
13, Novice mono?
Novice mono 12.
Okay.
And so we're looking for first, second, third, and fourth
And 1 honorable mention.
for both of them.
Both.
Thank you.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, first image, house on Juanita Lake. Rainy day in Porto. Private entrance. Fall dragonfly. Mountain stream. Sidewalk cafe. Drag line soaring. Sunday morning. Old and new. Look out below. Smokies sunrise. Stepping stones. Walk through the vineyard. Portsmouth storm. Okay. Now run them through again. And reverse it. I can reverse the order. That'll be all right. Now this is the commentary, round, in, out, etc.
I know that you were there in this rainy day with some fog there, and you named it the house or the little house, and the house is very, very small in this picture. And really, the mood is good, the color, the time of day is good, but if the house was really your subject, it's just too small. And it's dead center. So I'm going to take this one out. Try another judge. Great color
Put the rejects over there. The keeps here.
of this, and a good angle to shoot this village. It's a little blue, in my opinion, but I'm assuming that you didn't control that you took it to a lab to have it done. But great eye for shooting this scene in for now.
So we keep the ins here and the rejects over there.
You captured a good time for this, all these flowers blooming. The colors are great, but there's no way for me to get up that stairway. You needed, I think, in my opinion, to take a step off to the left and get that leading line, get my eye to go there. Right now, I'm just stopped at that railing, dead straight on, and I don't think that's the best angle for this picture. But you did a great job with the printing. Kudos for that, and the nice color, but I'm going to take this one out. Great subject, great composition. It was a perfect capture of the dragonfly. The wings kind of mimic the same color as the leaves. It is a little distracting to see the branch so highlighted there. I wish you could have darkened that down a little bit, but I love what you did. I love the square format. It really gets me right there to the dragonfly in. good capture of this. Sometimes the lighting is really hard to do when you're thick in the woods and trying to get the stream or whatever. Looks like you're right in the middle, and that you really did a good job. The color is well done. The exposure looks good. And I love this street scene. It looks like it rained. No people there. The pavement looks wet. Some interesting things happening, maybe almost a rainbow in the sky there, and really nice and clean, a very clean print. Takes my eye right in through the picture and gives me time to look around in. I'm having a little hard time with this, putting these 2 or 3 things together. I don't know what all that white is, little dots or...
I think that's a bit of...
I'm going to just point to it, so in case somebody is wondering what that is, I think it's something you could have cleaned up. It looks like a parachute of some sort, but I don't understand what that other string is doing in that cane shape. I'm going to keep it in for now because I'm going to try to figure it out in my mind, but until then. Nice Amish scene, and I know they're not easy to get. It would have maybe been better if the carriage was a little bit further back and maybe a little bit bigger. It just not enough definition in it. It's awfully dark there, and I understand it's really hard to get. Maybe if the carriage had been a little bit closer to you, if you had waited a few seconds, but you probably would not have gotten any face detail at all. But the horse just blends in with the buggy, so I'm going to take this one out. Looks like an old Puerto Rican castle, and the color is just a little off to me. And the horizon is tipped a little. It's going down a little bit to the left. Novices, you got to pay attention to that. I know that you wanted me to see all that, but when you look at it, make sure that horizon is perfectly straight. It helps if it's not dead set in the center. It's a big help if it's not. It kind of cuts the picture in half. And nice try, though. I like what you did with that spire, that you didn't go right up to the mat with it. That was good. Kudos to you, but I'm going to take this one out. Great angle on this. I think you must have been in another balloon and shooting down. The fall colors are nice. It's kind of interesting to see that angle. We don't often see that top of the balloons like that from above, so I'm going to keep that one in. This one has a great mood to it, absolutely great mood. The mountains are just what they're called, the Smokies. You did a good job. There's a lot of depth there. I think you could have taken a little bit down from the yellow. I don't think you need all that yellow, but if you think you need it, kudos to you. I'll leave it in. Well done. Nice angle on this too, but I just don't see a real subject. If the subject is that flower there, the iris, I would have liked to have seen that a little bit bigger. I think really the subject is the path, and if that's the case, I think you could have cropped off the more off the right-hand side and really forced me down that look. Presented well, great angle. I'll leave it in for now, but if I throw it out, you know why. Nice country scene. It doesn't have the pop in it that I would like. When you just saw that last one that had really a big punch of green, this one just doesn't have the same contrast. And I'm going to take this out. I think that maybe you can work on that a little bit more. Out. Good mood shot. Very, very good mood shot. The trees are extremely interesting. The way they're bent over like that. We don't often see trees like that here. I think the scene could have been just the trees. I don't even think you really need the house. I think the trees themselves are quite interesting. I would have liked you to have toned down a couple of the rocks or leaves in the foreground that are getting a lot of light. You could have touched that up a little bit, but for now it's in.
Okay. So Ross, do you think you can lay them out on the table and sort them rather than running them through? We can do
Would
either
that be
way.
okay? Could we do that?
Sure, either way.
Yeah, if we could lay them out, I'll first, second, third, fourth, and one honorable.
Okay.
Kudos to everybody that has photos here.
So we have 8, no, we have 9 what?
You want to hold that?
1,
Can you just lay them right here?
3, 4, 5, yeah, let's do that.
Well, you don't even have to move it.
For novices who haven't participated in contests before, Roz made a real tossed off a comment earlier that's really important. If she threw it out, she said, look for another judge. And that's not a sly comment. I mean, basically, it isn't about a good picture or a bad picture. She's giving us a lot of good feedback in addition to the in or out information. If you really think that you want to take the picture back in with changes, you can do that. Or if you want to leave it as it is with another judge. We've got lots of judges coming to us over the course of the winter.
I'm going to take that one out, that one out, that one out. This one out. Mhm. I'm going to put them in order, okay? First,
Just one more needs to,
second. Third. Fourth. And honorable mention, this one's out. Okay, honorable mention's on the top.
great. Okay, tonight's
Jackie, you have your
novice
pencil ready?
color. Honorable mention, pool, extreme, mountain, stream.
Who did it? I didn't hear. Who did it?
Pool,
No.
extreme. Fourth place, again, Paul, Ekstrom, Smokies, Sunrise.
Oh, you should have told me.
Third place, Diane, Vatcher, Portsmouth, Storm. Second place, Diane Vatcher, for Dragonfly. First place, Doug Wood, Sidewalk Cafe.
Great, congratulations to all the winners. And Susan has some ribbons if anyone is interested in theirs. Got first, second, third, and the honorable mentions, I apologize, they're at home on my kitchen table. So if you want to retrieve yours next week, I'll bring them along.
Do we need to send you a digital copy?
Yes.
Mike, you
for
want
the
to talk about
newsletter,
that?
yes.
Yeah, I need a digital copy of all the winning prints for the newsletter. So I'll send an email out to everyone requesting those, so you know where to send the email.
In thicker size, Mike.
Oh, the same as for the digital contest, so 2,048 on the long side.
Yeah, for novices, these are entered into the year-end competition, and I've put their position on them, so you want to keep them intact because they're presented exactly as is in the year-end competition.
And by the way, Russ is here this evening. He's going to be our gatekeeper on all the data for the contest this year. Anything else, Russ, you want to add to that? Okay. All right, Paul, what's up next?
Next, we have novice mono. Popcorn.
Bob, how many images do we have in this competition?
For mono, 12.
Still first, second, third,
Yes.
fourth, honorable mention.
Correct. Lancaster County winter scene. Waiting. Nerve plant. Root beer pit stop. Waterfront. View of a mill. Observation. Gathering. Impression of a window. View from the deck. Via Sant Elmo. And Selma, you sent out Selma. Okay, and pass them through again.
Novices, while we're waiting for the reshuffle, I want to remind you that a large, kind of average print always shows better than a spectacular small one. So remember that when you're printing or going to enter competition, make it as large as you can, because you're competing with other images that are really large. And you own everything that you're showing. And I'll explain that in 1 minute.
Okay.
Nice black and white of Glen Echo. When you're looking at something with writing, remember your eye is just always goes into the writing so you can read it. Thankfully, there's not a whole lot of writing that you can really see. The corn is all, and that's not too distracting. But it is a little dark. I think that you could have lightened this up a little bit, and it would have jumped off the page a little bit better. I'm going to leave it in for now because kudos to you for cropping in and doing a great job. On the bottom left, there's a trash can or something up about 1 inch on the left-hand side. You could have darkened that. It's not adding anything to your photo, and it's a distraction. But I'm going to leave it in now because kudos to you for your cropping of this. Just misses it by a little pizzazz. These buildings are always fun to photograph, but there's not enough definition in the snow. The buildings behind it don't add anything at all to the bridge. You could have cropped some off the right and had a much stronger photo. So I'm going to take this one out. Nice leading line, takes you right up there to the front door. Nice framing with that tree over the top in. I think when you're photographing this type of leaf, more is not always better. You have some dark areas on the bottom left. I think that it would have been a little bit stronger to crop in a little bit more and highlight one leaf. I think that one that's vertical is the one you really want me to see. So I think cropping would be really good. But saying all that, it's a good black and white. There's good definition in the veins. Good blacks. I'll keep that in for now. I said you own everything that you presented. In this case, I don't think that your matting is helping you. The left side is wider than the right side. There's nothing of that black mat on the top or of the bottom. And you own it. This is how you presented it. It just doesn't do this picture justice. A lot of people do this, stick the picture on mat board, but you don't need to see as much mat board as you showed us. So for that, I'm going to take this out. This photo jumps off the box. I like what you did where you put the glow around the back of your background on those buildings. And it really is well done. Nice framing there with the bridge, but I really can't see enough of the subject. It's really obscured by the trees, and It's just not enough. You have to almost look for the wheel, the grinding wheel. So I'm going to water wheel. I'm going to take this one out. That's upside down. There you go. I'm wondering where these folks are and why they're behind the fence and you're not. It's kind of an interesting perspective. I wish you hadn't cut out the light pole, or if you didn't want the light pole, take it out totally. I think just cutting out half of it or the sign, whatever it is, didn't help you any. But I am still curious as to what these people are doing on the other side of the fence. The printing is very good, but I think you could have cropped this in another way and it would have been a lot stronger image. I'll keep it in for now just to make sure I have enough photos, but if it goes out, you know why. Great capture of time. It's snowing. I know it's snowing. I can see the snowflakes blurring. Again, you know, novice, try to give me the whole image of the tree. Maybe you could have shot this as a vertical instead of a horizontal. You could have given me the whole tree. But kudos to you for getting out there in the snow and photographing these geese in the field in. This could have been a contender, but the shadow is not sharp. It falls apart down here at the bottom, and I think you really needed it sharp. That's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in that shadow, and it just isn't right. Sorry, but it's out. Really a nice, crisp print, good contrast. The day wasn't so great for you, but you did a good job with the rigging of this tall ship. And I think, you know, you could have cleaned up a few things along the way. There's a light pole that looks like it's in the middle of the water. I know it's not. You know it's not. Take it out. It doesn't need to be there. It's dead center. Why is there a light pole there? Well, just the way the dock is. I understand. But you could have removed it, right? You guys can remove things. The sky could have been burned down a little bit too, but good job with the rope. I think the rigging really does pop off the page, and I'm going to leave it in for now. I love this. Absolutely simple. The shadow is interesting. I'm wondering what made that shadow like that. What does this piece of metal really look like on the other side? I'm just here wondering. Write these out?
Yep. Excuse me. We need 5. 4 plus 1 honorable mention.
Those are out. Honorable mentions on top.
Okay. So monochrome novice, view, honorable mention, view from the deck, Kathy Steele. Doug Wood, waiting, 4th place. Paul Ekstrom, gathering, 3rd place.
It's moving up.
2nd place, Paul Ekstrom, waterfront.
Good throw.
And 1st place, John Verdi via Sant Anselmo. Take this over to Jackie so she can write it down.
I need to see the title, please.
Is he here? Lovely.
This one is first. Right. Okay. Lord.
That's a lot.
Tell me about it. That is monochrome. We have 33 images, so that'll be 1st through 4th and 3 honorable mentions.
This is color.
Mono.
Monochrome.
You want to do color first?
That says monochrome over there.
Ah.
You grab the color file.
The image is marked monochrome, but it has shades of color in it.
But this is the monochrome file.
Right, but this one itself is... Where's Rich?
I can tell you that's my picture, and it was printed as monochrome, and I did see something funny in it when I did not print it myself.
Yeah, that's been happening, because they've been printed
Oh.
on colored paper.
Well, which did you intend to put it in? By
I
monochrome?
intended that to be in monochrome.
All right,
It's supposed to be in the monochrome file.
there we are.
And you're
It's
doing
labeled monochrome, isn't it?
It is labeled monochrome, it just has a slight blue,
So
well,
do we still have 33?
32.
I found that the light that I
Do we still have 3 honorable mentions?
Correct, yes, yes. All right, should we kill the lights? Okay, color unlimited. Leaf. Strawberry moon. Barn at the bottom of the hill. Carousel. Lily. Metalwork reflection over lake. Ceiling dragon.
That's supposed to be in mono.
Yes. Skip that one. Dragonflies. Woodpecker. Working up the courage. Kodak color. Dragonfly. Superior sunrise. National Building Museum. Baby curls. Oops. Something has gone slightly askew.
Can't fix it, can you?
Yeah. What happened? I don't want to risk mucking it up. I'm not sure what happened. Well,
Take it out.
completely?
Take it out.
All right. Licking bubbles. Mother and hungry bird. Blue angels. Black marsh cardinal. Corning, Ukraine monument. Lunchtime. Vent. Mormon temple. Downstream from lube. Gear and tackle. illuminated. The Smoker Paris Cafe. Bunker Hill Obelisk.
That should be in mono.
What's happening? Great Blue Heron. East Channel Light. Beating the Heat. Freshly watered. The Links at Chestertown. Lotus. Temporary Friends. One Room School. Finding the Perfect Shell.
That should be in mono.
There aren't any colors over there in moon.
We'll find out.
Check.
And it'd be hard.
Cranky Frustration. Speed Rocket. Rusty Flower. Three Bees.
Can we get a count so I know exactly how many we need?
That was,
It's still, you still
Yeah.
need first
3
and
honorables?
right.
Perfect, I'm ready.
Yeah, the other one. Okay, so I have to
Some
reverse them.
beautiful images. No comment.
Okay.
Well done, Leaf. I don't know why you left the white strip there on the right-hand side of the paper. I don't think it adds anything. Again, this one's just like the one that I had in the novice category where you stuck it to a board, but things are not straight. So although it's a wonderful image, I'm going to take it out for the way that you stuck it on the board. Lovely image. lot happening in this image, and I'm not 100% what you want me to see. Looks like a wonderful moonlit night, but the subject itself, the composition, is just really too cluttered, and things appear to be crooked. So out. Interesting texture on this old barn. I think that really added something to it, gave it a more weathered look. Just one comment about the texture. You probably photographed it yourself, and there was something on the wall that you photographed, but just to the right of the roof line is like a different kind of texture that you got there, and it really is more pronounced than the rest of the textures on the picture. But I like what you did. I like the color, the composition, the nice leading line in. Nice image, abstract image of this carousel, maybe there at Glen Echo. It gives you a feeling of movement. The blues and the yellows complement each other, and then the wood tones are very nice also in. You know, we see a lot of pictures of Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens or lily ponds, wherever you took this. And this is a very lovely flower. The flower itself is stunning, but you didn't handle the lily pads very well. My eye is going to the brightest part of the image, which is the top right corner or top left corner. And I think you could have darkened that down a little bit and had a much stronger photo out. It almost looks like a reversal of something, but it's a good study in color and balance and lighting, and something that I would like to look at for a while. Just kind of wind my way through in. I'm not sure there isn't two photos here. One with the dragonfly on the flower, and the other a picture of a dragonfly flying right toward you. I don't know if you need both of them. I think either one of them might be a strong image. But there is one large highlight area in the bottom right, about halfway down, that could have been darkened slightly. It would have made it a much stronger image. I love the dragonfly on the flower. I think the flower itself going in as a diagonal is very strong. I'm going to keep it in for now. And it shows very well as a print. I saw this image as a digital, and it shows just as well as a print in. Interesting perspective, maybe shot from upstairs or it definitely a higher level than this person is sitting. And I'm wondering what he's thinking. Is he really going to swim, or is he just there hanging out? Color is good. Composition is okay. Subject is okay. I'm not really interacting, but believe me, some of those hot days, I'd like to jump in the pool. And surely the lines of reflections in the water are very nice in. I like this. You know, we don't see this too often anymore, where somebody turns the image mostly into a black and white, and we don't see much of Kodak either anymore. So that's quite nice. Well done. Good whites, blacks are there in. I think I like dragonflies tonight. But I wish you had touched up those little white things on the post, those dots. They don't help you any. They really are distracting. And there's a number of them, 8, 9 of them, that could have just been cloned out. You didn't need them. They don't add one single thing to the image. So I'll keep this in for now, but in the end, when I toss it, you know why. Great mood shot, really and truly, to be there at sunrise and to see this. Kudos to you for getting up and getting there. Could be almost anywhere. So Nova Scotia or Newfoundland or Washington State, but lovely, absolutely lovely. And we see a lot of the building museum, but what makes this photo really stand out are those 5 people at the bottom, all separated, and the ray of light coming in across the columns. Everything is straight, good color, well placement of the folks in the picture in. It's odd to see somebody licking a soap bubble. Kind of makes you wonder what it tastes like. But I don't think she is sharp. She doesn't appear as sharp as the bubble itself. I'll leave it in for now. It's interesting. I'm going to take this one out. I think it needed a little more punch. The mother bird is just not in a good place. I can't see really anything that she's feeding. Maybe a second later, if she was feeding the little bird, that would have been a better photo. Out. That's out. Oh, wait. This one.
Birds are out.
He liked it. He wanted to keep it in. All right, where's number 5? Missing. Very well done. A good color, good alignment. Very, very well done. Not an easy shot to get in. Great behavior shot. I think you tweaked the color a lot, but I'm living with it. I'm okay. Good fanning of the wings. That behavior is wonderful. And very great graphic. The blue and the yellows are just complementary colors, and it's something you could look at for a long time. In, I got too many in, don't I?
Got time to take them out.
I got time, okay. This is a good capture too. I love what you did with the greenery around the bird. Really is a great shot. The eye is very sharp, mouth is open, and I think it's got some prey there. And this shows very well. I don't know what you guys in the back think, but the red and the yellow, it's simple, and rust decay is just lovely, absolutely lovely. You handled this extremely well. In I'm going to take the Mormon temple out. You cut off Moroni, and I think that's a no-no. The spires should not be cut off. We should be able to see all of them, even in the reflection. So out. nice abstract. I love the colors in that oil or whatever it is, the decaying leaves. I mean, your eye can just settle anywhere in here, and it just is very well done. I love the colors, and everything was sharp. This was a good attempt, but I'm going to take this one out. It's a little soft. I think you wanted it soft. I don't know why, but it seems a little soft to me. So I'm taking this one out. Simply elegant, lovely mood, lovely color. The light coming in the windows is lovely with that shadow on the wall. The simplicity of the vase. This could be an architectural digest in. All it needs is a no smoking sign, right? A great capture of this man. The whites are wonderful. The blacks are wonderful. I wish his hair wasn't cut off. I'm going to leave it in for now. We see a lot of herons. So when you see another one, it's got to really jump off the page and be spectacular. I think you could have cropped off some of the top, a little distracting, whatever that was up top there. I don't know if it's a flower or a building or whatever it is up on the top, but I think that it would have helped a lot. If you wanted the purple flowers, you could keep them in, but it really just needed to be tweaked a little bit. But it is a good portrait of a great heron, but I'm going to take that out for now. Put it in another competition. I'm going to take this one out also. I think that it seems a little crooked. It may not be, but to my eye, it's crooked. And I think you could have straightened it up and made me think it was straight out. Something different, a guy in a cardboard box. You know, I don't know if it's a homeless guy. I don't know if it's someplace in the islands, but you don't often see that. I think here you could have cropped a little bit off the left-hand side. I think that's a coconut tree there that he's leaning, you know, that the box is up against. It doesn't add anything to the picture, and it would really give me more of a mysterious what is going on. I think it's a homeless guy sleeping at the beach. Out. Sunflowers, we see a lot of these too. They have to be perfect or they just really are not good for competition, especially when you have other flowers that you're going to compete in. It's well done. The one in the back is a little distracting. You clipped into the edges, and so I'm going to take that out. The color seems a little bit off to me on this. I don't know why but it just does not seem like it's right. And seeing that I already have a big stack, I have to take this one out. But, you know, nice. It's a good composition, good subject matter, like that the guy is on the boat. But the color just seems a little bit off to me, out. And this was a nice attempt also. I think you can see the water droplets on the petals, and that's a nice addition. But you have these big glaring white spots that you needed to tone down. And the ones at the bottom could have been toned, and the little gremlin up on the top right edge should have definitely been toned down out. And is that a double mat? Do you guys allow double mats?
Yeah.
Okay, you allow double mats out. Well, I think this is kind of an interesting picture. She looks like a mermaid, looking at her, talking to her friend, and she's on the other side of the glass. I really like this. I like the light at the top. I like the sea cow in different photo. Nice image of Cuba and the old schoolhouse. We've seen this a few times. Kind of interesting that the American flag is there. Maybe it's not Cuba. All right. Flying the American flag. Well done. The placement of everything, the light in there, well done. There's a lot in this photo, and I think really the subject is the farmer and that wheel. I don't know if you need the mulch pile. I don't think it adds anything, or the sunflowers up the top, and they're taking up a third of the photo. I think this would have been a lot stronger image if you had cropped in and just showed me the farmer, the wheel, and a little bit of the tractor out. Nice abstract, lovely colors, nice shape, gives you a feeling of movement in. And this could have been a lot stronger if you hadn't gone all the way to the edge with the subject. I think that it really, you need a little more room, so I'm going to take this one out. Nice to see 3 bees. I don't know if this is as sharp as it could have been. It's not as sharp, but it is a very nice sunflower. I'm going to keep it in for now.
Okay, Ross, you want to run them through again? Or
How,
you want to-
can you tell me how many we have? We need 7.
Telling 20.
We have 20.
Actually, Ron, I think we need 8 because we had 40.
40 minus, we had 40, we
We
had
had 43 and we knocked 3 out, so we're down to 40.
40, so we need 4 honorable mentions.
Right,
So we need 8.
4, yeah, 4
Eight.
honorable.
8 out of 20.
right.
Okay.
You gonna run them through again?
You want to do that? Because we don't have room to lay them all out.
Right.
So you understand, I got to get from 20 to 8.
Okay. Well, that's near enough. It's near enough.
I'm going to keep this one in for now, even though it has that one area that I wish wasn't so prominent, but I'm going to keep it in for now. I'm going to keep this one in for now, unique. I'm going to take this one out, only because I'm desperate. That's the only reason. I'm going to take this one out. Going to keep this one in. I'm going to keep this one in. I'm going to keep this one in. And you see I'm counting. You see I'm counting, right? I'm going to take this out because of those little spots. Picky, picky judge. I'm going to keep this one in. I'm going to keep this one in. I'm going to take this one out because bubbles taste awful. And this shot is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I have nothing bad to say about it, but I already have 7. I'm going to keep this one in for now. I'm going to keep this one in for now. And this one in for now. Now it's just what I really like the best, because any of these could be winners. And that is a squirrel or something. Amazing. In for now. I'm going to take this one out, although I really do love it, but I'm going to take it out. Put it in again, because some other judge is going to love it like I love it. I'm going to keep this one in for now, too. And I really like this a lot. It is so beautiful. In for now. I know I got to get rid of 4 in a minute. All right. I'm going to take him smoking out. And I love the mermaid, but she's in for now. Old schoolhouse. Going to take this one out. This one in. And this one out. Okay. And I still have to get 5, I think.
8.
But I have to get rid of 5, I think, right? Have to get rid of 7.
I think you have 15 there, Ross.
Okay. You can overlap them a little bit. Well, nothing's jumping off the page to leave, so. I'm going to take this one out because of this area right here. I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to take that cardinal out. 2, 4, 6. I need 8. I got to take 3 more out. Take the boy out. Three more, right? I need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 more. Okay. Take this one out. The manatee could have been a little sharper. Take that one out. one more. I'm going to take this one out. Okay. So. And 4 honorable mentions.
So the top is honourable.
Top is honorable.
And first is at the bottom. Okay.
First place is at the bottom.
So, colour, unlimited. Honourable mention, Ron Pfeiffer, downstream from Lou.
Good job.
Honourable mention, Blue Angels, Fred Venetia.
Any one of those could have been top awards.
Honourable mention, Kodak Colour, Fred Venetia. HM. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Honourable mention, Speed Rocket, Von Pfeiffer. I'll do that later. Fourth place, Corning Ukraine Monument, Bob Weber.
What was the title of that, please?
Corning Ukraine Monument.
Wonderful color.
Thank you. National Building Museum, Rich Stolarski. That was second place. Third.
Third place.
And then second place, second place is Fred Venetia, Lunchtime.
This Fred's night.
First place, Greg Harkle, Illuminated.
Who was that?
Greg Harkle. He's not here now. Honorable mention. Honorable mention. Whoops. Right. Yeah, yeah. So you can clear the decks for the next round. Yeah, you put them down here, I think. Because this is more or less. We need to put Jackie in.
There's a lot of good images.
Can you move that one in there? This one into there? Oh. Okay, right there. Okay. Okay, if we can kill the lights. There we go. Okay, monochrome unlimited. And there are 37. So it'll be.
Does that include the 3 you moved over?
Yes, we went from 33 to 37 or 36.
So you need 8 images?
8 again, yes.
Oh, that's good, we need 8.
Right.
Makes life easy.
Okay. Graffiti collection. Shy donkey. Bunker Hill. Obelisk. Hopeless. Florida egret in flight. Down by 2. Eruption. Rebel foot soldier. Rock study. Maymont Fountain. Stoic Woodstock. Priscilla. Many-fold symmetry. Lotus. Ancient lock. War paint. Finding the perfect shell. Barefoot Sisters. High key. Dreaming of travel. Lone Pine. Graffiti in ruins. Departure. bonsai. The volcano. Make room. Ten-speed butterfly. Tree trunk. Rhine-Tillin 2. Flying egret. How to get more bars. Waits River Road. Café de la Marie. Shells. Frozen. Hillside. Ceiling dragon. Okay. Thank you. Right. Now we need to turn them around.
This is a really fine collection of images.
Okay.
Kudos to you for finding all this graffiti on this wall, or doing a montage of a few different walls. But the lighting is just not equal, and so it's distracting to me. You have really hot white spots in different places that my eye is bouncing all around. So I'm going to take this out, but kudos for doing this. It really was a good test of your ability to put all that together, but it's out for now. I'm going to take this one out also. I don't feel connected at all to this donkey, and somewhere after its chin, everything just kind of blends together. It's, you know, the lighting is just really weird down there. But I'm not connected to this subject at all. So out. Nice job shooting this obelisk. Great dramatic graphic up. But I just think the lighting isn't good enough. It's a little bit flat. But I like what you did. I like the graphic that you have. It's very, very strong. It's just the day wasn't in your favor. Out. That's sideways. Good sky, feeling of this boat that's, you wonder how it's even staying afloat. It's almost like panoramic view of this boat. But I think the real details are at a lower level. I think that a different vantage point may have helped you with the docks below and all those pilings. I think that that's really where a lot of your drama is, and I can't really see it so out. I want to say one other thing about this mat. The top of the mat has been cut, and it has a few little things that are, like white areas that are just sticking out. If you have that kind of thing, put that at the bottom of your photo rather than the top, because your light box will cover it and I wouldn't have seen it out. Nice shot of the bird in flight, good handling of the wings. It's a little dark for the legs, but it's very well done. I wish the lighting.
Check that.
What?
It goes this way. Look there. Look on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
That's where.
There isn't one.
that way. Perfect. I wish the lighting on his face would have been better. You can feel his pain, just, whether he's struck out or flew out or whatever, you can feel it. But I wish the lighting was just better out. From the back, does it look like a woman in a gown? That's kind of what it looks like to me. I can see her arm and her head's glowing, and I don't have any idea how all that water gushed up, but it's an amazing piece of art. Good whites, good blacks, dramatic sky. You did a great job. This is a very tall man. I don't know if it's a reenactment or it's got to be some type of reenactment. Wish the butt of the rifle wasn't cut off. You might have tried to get it in the frame a little bit better. But it's a very good portrait of this guy. I bet you he'd be very happy to have it. I especially like the things hanging on the tree, whatever that is, and the barrel. I like that. It's very interesting. I just really want to know more about this image. Peaceful scene here. I wish there was something else happening beside this rock and a reflection. It's very, very peaceful, but I just need a little bit more sparkle or wow. So sad but true, I'm going to take this one out. And I'm going to take this one out too. I'm sure it was a very difficult shot to get both stairways and that fountain that's not on, but it just really doesn't do much for me as a competition photo. The printing is good, but the subject itself is just not such an interesting thing. Out. The wrinkles on the top of this stalk are unbelievable. I don't know if you can see that in the back. Great placement in the frame. I wish there was a little better depth of field and the feathers weren't so blown out on that left arm wing area. But gosh, the eye and the head are unbelievably sharp. In. Good portrait of this lady, and whatever is in her eyeglasses, I don't think it's the beads of her necklace, but maybe it is, in her eyes. I think I saw this photo a couple weeks ago in the digital competition also. I think maybe you could have worked a little bit more on the whites of her blouse, but a very lovely photo, studio photo, but I'm going to take this one out. And I'm going to take this one out too. It's printed well. It's an interesting subject, but it's rather stagnant. There's no real light hitting it that I can see that's, you want me to look at a certain area of it. It just seems stagnant to me, so I'm going to take this one out. Try another judge. Lovely, very simple. Water droplets on the blossom are lovely. The bee is an added bonus. Very well printed in. This lock to me seems impossible to be sticking off to the side like that. I don't know why it doesn't seem real to my eye, but it seems like the lock should be down more. But it's probably was that way. It's just me wanting it more straight. There's nice blacks. Your highlights are blown out a little bit with your whites. I'm going to take this out. Interesting boat under repair, but you have those gremlins that are going out of the frame that are very distracting to me. They're not lines, they are lines, but they just are going up and off to the side, and your mat board is really not in good shape. So taking this one out. I wish there was better lighting on her face or her hand, excuse me, that you could really see the shell. Over half of this picture is the ocean, which is not adding anything to her or this image. Could have been cropped in and waited for better lighting out. I wonder if these kids are related to that guy. Looks like another reenactment shot. I don't know what their little badges say. I'm not going to get up and read them, but nice that they're barefoot, just like they would have been way back when. Here's another image that the lighting is not very good. It might have helped if you got down a little lower so that you were really more at eye level with the two kids instead of looking down at them. And, but I mean, they are cute, but I'm going to take this one out because of those things. I can't tell you when the last time I saw a polar bear in competition. So when it came up, it kind of made me happy because I haven't seen one. And, you know, when you're doing a lot of judging and you see the same images over and over, they get a little boring. But I'm not bored with this polar bear. I think you captured it well. The whites are good. The blacks are good. And, you know, there is a little gray. I'm going to keep it in. Look at those paws. Interesting photo of the world traveler. Good setup shot. Well, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. It's flawless in Nice, simple photo, clean. Looks like it might have been taken at night with the black background. It's pleasing to look at in. Another graffiti shot, but this one is a lot cleaner, simpler, easier on the eye, and good job seeing it. And I could just wander around and look at it and spend a little more time with it in. Another shot that looks like a period piece, lady dressed in period costume. I wish we had the whole lady, top to bottom, shoes. I think that would have been a much nicer photo. It's delightful. I think you did a good job capturing this. I just wish it had a little more pizzazz to it. Maybe that white area could have been darkened down a little bit under the train. I'm going to take this one out. Simple photo of this bonsai head on. I think what really makes it are the vertical diagonal lines that are coming in from the window. That really does add some drama to the photo. There's not enough light, though, I don't think, on the tree itself. It's a little dark. I'm going to take this out. And I heard that this was a guy out there painting. You know, you could almost miss the guy if you weren't paying attention. And do you really need the guy there at all? He is so small. If he was really the subject of your photo, should have made him a little bit bigger. Could have zoomed in and had a lot more drama to the whole image. There's good drama in the clouds. There's good drama in the rock formation, and he's just kind of like hey, look what I got. It's well printed. I love what's happening in the sky. I'm going to keep it in for now. Interesting that two eagles are fighting over one branch or something. But I think the shot really was about a second or two before you took this one, where the eagle was flying in and I could see more of the second eagle. They just kind of compressed onto each other, and I'm going to take this out for that reason. Go back in and see what your other shots look like before that one. Yeah, I've been seeing a whole bunch of these composites. Somehow this just isn't making it for me. I just don't get it. I know the guy's riding a bike and it's a shadow, but it just isn't making it for me, so I'm going to take this one out. Try another judge. The lighting on this tree is very nice. You can really feel the wood of the tree. And it's, you know, compelling that you want to look at it and figure out what's going on. I'm going to keep this one in, but I want you to pay attention to the mat. I'm going to take it out. Never mind. The mat did me in. See the white areas on the mat at the bottom where when you've cut it, you didn't clean that up. You got to do that. And you got to keep everything straight out. But it was a good try. Very old feel to this image with the sepia toning Very well done. In. Good behavioral shot. You can't go wrong. It's simple, clean. You got the branch to make the nest, wings fully out. I mean, perfect. In. I'm going to take this out. I know the guys are on their cell phones, but it just isn't holding together to me. They're not connected whatsoever, and I'm not connected to them. Out. I think I was just here. I think this is Waite River, Vermont. And it does look just like that, too. But the tones are a little bit off. I think you need a little more contrast. And you needed to get down a little bit lower to really get the feeling of this. Out. It's really well done. Nice black and white. In. I like these whelk shells, conch shells, but they're not at the beach. They're in somebody's mulch pile. Kind of interesting that I would have expected sand and didn't get it, but well done, good lighting. In. Good shot that you were there, but really, I don't get the sense that I'm there. I just think that there's just not enough pizzazz, enough wow to get me to that top of the peak. Out. There's a whole lot of stuff on the right that you don't need. I think if you had cropped in from the right a lot, almost halfway, you would have a whole lot stronger photo. There's really not much color. It probably would do better as a black and white, but there's a whole lot of stuff on the right. It just takes up a lot of room, and it's not giving me any information, so I'm going to take this out. And here's another photo that's, I think you did a good job seeing it, but it's just static. It doesn't have enough light hitting it that's really giving any wow to it. And there's a lot of wow that's possible. Each one of those little star points is very interesting, but there's no light to highlight it, so out. The pile is less.
Yeah, I didn't count them yet. You want?
See what we've got.
You think we can spread them out now?
How many are there?
Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12, and we need 8.
Right.
Okay, I can do that. Keep this in the first row. Keep this in the first row. Put this up there.
Digging through all the images because you really want to show an image. But I'll mention it.
Take the folder right here, and the lotus right here, and the stalk right here.
You can or I can. Whatever you want to do. I'll do it.
While they're finishing up the selections here, and we have to plan on our egress from the building. One of the things that we failed to remember, now remember, we haven't done with this contest for a couple of years or so, and we forgot that one of the important pieces is at the end, we'd like for the artist to talk about the picture. Well, we didn't do that. John's reminding me that we're at 9 o'clock now, and it probably would be a little late to try to squeeze that in between now and the end and shuffle through all of these. So let's plan on, we'll work that into the routine, John says, next time. I think we'll have time to do that. So while they're also selecting these out, your prints are in the stacks here. This is the part that where the prints are oftentimes damaged because you're anxious to grab your prints and get out of here. Please take as much care as you can to get your picture out of the pile. John?
One thing I wanted to say, even though we are going to make it better to get artists' feedback next month, I want to go back to how we were doing it for a while. If you placed honorable mention, fourth, third, second, first, please post your image to Facebook and explain to us where it was shot, where you photographed it. Tell us a little bit more about it. But I will work with the contest crew and make sure that we can, next month, we'll really work that in there and we'll get that figured out.
And while you're pasting it up on Facebook, Mike would like to have the actual copy, so make a copy of your image, a digital file, and send it off to...
Just sending Mike a few things. I don't paste
Four,
post on
6,
Facebook.
8, just
Okay.
one more, right?
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Understand.
Sorry. I'm good, all right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Honorable mentions on top.
Right, okay. Okay. Monochrome Unlimited, honorable mention. Rebel Foot Soldier Ron Pfeiffer. Honorable mention. Dreaming of Travel, Mike Thomas. Honorable mention, Fred Venetia, Ryan Tin. Give it to Jackie.
Send me a check.
Jackie Colstock. That's 1, 2, 3, 2.
Okay?
Just got to figure out whether we've changed over. That's honorable mention. So we need 1, 2, 3. Oh, so we're up to fourth. Okay. Fourth place, High Key Cub, Chuck Gallagher. Third place,
Oh, Ray Gallegos, I-Key
Cub.
C-U-B.
Correct, CUB.
Thank you. That was who? Chuck Gallegos.
Chuck Gallagher. Kathy Harkle, Lotus.
No, that's not it.
Is there 2 of those?
Well,
Because you should have 8 winners, right? And you,
Lotus. Kathy Hawker. That
you
is,
need to fix the first through fourth now, right?
Uh-oh.
That's your 4th place.
these are stuck together. So, uh-oh.
That's why you should write them.
That's first, second, third, fourth.
First, second, third, fourth. And then we had,
Holder was an honorable.
Do we have too many? I don't think so.
no.
No.
Yeah, okay, these 4 are
So
honorables.
honorable. The polar bear was an honorable.
High Peak Hub, right, okay, so this is then 4th, which is Kathy Harkle Lotus. Now we get to Flying Egret, Kathy Harkle.
That's good. At least she's still got the vote too.
Shells, Louis Sapienza, 2nd place.
That's fantastic work.
Is that shell or shells?
Shells.
Plural.
Plural. Yeah.
First place, Eruption, Chuck Gallegos.
Chuck is here, right? Hey, what was that? Oh, a geyser. Oh, it was in the water. Oh, my goodness.
Can I switch with you?
Very nice.
Am I on screen?
Okay.
No. I need to go over here. Now I am.
Thank you so much, Roz. Thank you, everyone, for having such great images. Congratulations to the winners. Again, we do apologize. We will get back into the swing of things and have people announce their images. Please post them on Facebook. And if you aren't a Facebooker, maybe send them over to somebody that can post for you, or maybe put it in the newsletter. We do have a group that's coming in to set up for an event tomorrow. We usually don't have any time restraints, but if anybody would be, do not put chairs and tables away. They need chairs and tables out, and yeah. So I think that's it. Thank you all. Chuck has a lot of great mats. Make sure to pick up some mats from Chuck. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Fred?
Yeah, she has a question. She has a question in reference to where to get stuff printed.
Okay, and we'll help out her when we're done. And we had a great turnout. If you're in the area, please join us. And with that, we'll close the meeting. Good night.
Good night.